Another 5 miles lined up. It's late. I guess kind of late. 8:30. Sneaking it in. I don't like running in the dark, especially on the streets, but gotta do what you gotta do. I like running in the dark when I know the sun's gonna come up, right? So it starts getting lighter throughout your run. It's just gonna be dark and hot. I'm feeling good, feeling recovered though. After the brutal long run on Saturday, those compression boots, sauna, cold plunge, I don't know, seemed to work to me. Let's just hope this run sucks a little bit less. We'll see how we do. So if you guys haven't noticed, I always like to run in the morning. I find it's the best time to do it. It's when it's the most enjoyable. It's when I feel the best. Typically, you get out of the way early, but running in the morning requires a certain level of, I don't know, willpower, a certain level of discipline and commitment, because it's not just about getting up early, which is already hard, but it's having the discipline to maintain the other parts of your schedule when you get in bed, when you go to sleep, that are equally as important. To me, it's not really about forcing yourself to wake up, that you have to figure out. It's forcing yourself to get to bed early enough, where getting up early is not hard at all. To me, it's a lot easier to have the willpower at the end of a night to call it and get in bed than it is to force yourself to wake up early when you haven't had nearly enough sleep. Sometimes you don't do it for whatever excuse you have. For me, this week is traveling. It's switching to a different time zone. It's making 3 a.m. here the equivalent to when I wake up back home. For me, the way I think about it is I don't have this level of pressure or obligation that I have to get up early and run. I do it because I want to, I prefer it. But if a day comes where it's not what I want and it's not what I prefer, then I have no obligation to actually go do it. All right, it's okay to sleep in. It's okay to not get up and run. But what I do have obligation to is the run itself. If the run's on the schedule, it's going to get done. So if I choose to not do it in the morning, I just have to get it done somewhere else in the day, no questions asked. And if that means I'm coming out at 8:30, 9 p.m., then it is what it is, you get it done. Where you get into trouble, where a lot of people screw up, is they give themselves an arbitrary obligation to get up and run in the morning, and then they don't, and then they fail because you lost, because you broke a promise to yourself, and you didn't do what you said you were gonna do. So then when evening time rolls around, and you have an opportunity to go run, you can say, fuck it. I already failed today. It's a loss. We'll move on. We'll try again tomorrow. I already didn't do it once today. It makes it a lot easier to say no again in the evening. Just food for thought. Ways to think about your training. Don't hold yourself to unnecessary standards that aren't actually even that useful. Just do the work you need to get done, no matter how you get it done. That is some hot water. Tuesday, the 1st, 4:11 p.m. and we're in Cabo. It's freaking hot here too. So, have a run lined up. Did do it this morning. Push it off till now. Just got in. Gonna go hit a little treadmill session, I think. It's another one of those days, guys. 2 in a row. 2 in a row. All right, let's go. 5 miles down, running on a treadmill. Treadmill runs suck, dude. The only thing worse than running on a treadmill, running on non-existent sidewalks in the scorching heat. So, gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. But that's 5 miles down. All right. That's 7 miles. That was hot. That gym was so hot that I stepped out here to try to cool down during my little recovery intervals. Ran that whole run just baking in that gym, drenched. And at the very end, some worker guy came in and turned on the AC unit. Sitting there like looking up at it throughout the whole run. During one of my recovery intervals, I went and scoured the gym looking for the remote. Nothing. Dude comes in at the end of my run, boop, turns it on. It would have been nice an hour ago. Would have been nice. Anyway, it's Thursday. It's a beautiful day here in Cabo, as usual. Just gonna pop in the pool and then get the day moving. Friday, about 5:45. Another beautiful day. Sunrise is hitting. Freaking tired. Time to hit 5 miles. Quiet morning. Except for that freaking. Back 5 miles, 9:16 minute per mile pace. Oh, I'm drenched, dude. Drenched. The amount of sweat that I've been losing is crazy. Man, these last 2 weeks of training have just been pretty awful, to be honest. I don't think I've enjoyed a single run. I don't feel great out there. I'm undersleeping. And the main thing is I'm freaking dehydrated. I'm losing so much sweat. Stuff, guys, this is where the journey isn't easy. I almost feel like I'm about to throw up right now. But gotta look at the bright side. Got out and had a beautiful run still. It's a great day. It's freaking hot, but beautiful down here. I got a shower, fuel up. Put a big focus on hydration today because I got 16 miles lined up tomorrow. And I don't know where I'm gonna run it. I couldn't have done 16 this morning. I shouldn't say that, I could have, but. So I could either go to this trail and just try to beat the heat as best as I can. I could run on a treadmill, but running on a treadmill for 16 miles is just, it's just awful. Like, how long do you want to sit there and stare at the same wall? And then when you're on the treadmill, you're always watching the distance. So it's just tick, 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 and you're just watching it slowly go up. Look away. I'm not going to focus on it, then boom. For 2.5 hours, that's what it'll be. So, and not only that, but it'll be freaking just as hot, if not hotter, probably running in that gym. If I get the AC cranking in there, then it's probably a better option. But we'll see. We got a long day ahead. We'll see how much sleep I manage to get tonight, and I'll make a judgment call tomorrow. Either way, it's got to happen. Well, actually, it's not even going to be tomorrow. I'm just going to push it to Sunday because that's when I'm flying out. But anyway, real quick, one more thing. Sunday, 5 a.m. Fly home today. Didn't want to do the run yesterday, so we gotta get it in today. We got 16 miles lined up. Beautiful morning. Feels great, but I will be running these 16 miles on a treadmill. Yay! I am incredibly underprepared. I am underfueled. Don't even have my running shoes today. But it's one of those days where you just gotta make it work. So I'm gonna lace these things up, get to the gym. Big part of me wants to run outside and planned on it, but it's gonna be so freaking hot. So. It appears I'm the only one that's dumb enough to be doing this morning. Gonna saddle up here, strap in for 16. That's 16 miles done. I was real iffy on that treadmill, but it ended up being the right call. The gym was super air conditioned, felt great. And then about 1.5 miles into my run, it just started downpouring. And I mean, out here I would have been running on a dirt trail, unpaved, downpour, I would have been swamped in mud, wouldn't have gone well. So, decision to go to the treadmill ended up paying off. It actually wasn't that boring. I mean, I held in there really, really well. Run went well, 2 hours, 25 minutes, 30 seconds. So it's like a 9-minute something mile pace. So decent pace. And that's gonna round out another week of training. Chill down here by the pool for a bit and then heading out. Past 2 weeks of training, worst of the year, to be honest. Just has not been going well. Just hasn't been going well. Part of it has to do with, most of it has to do with traveling and being so busy with other things. When you have other priorities, it's hard to attack running the same way because it's just so non-crucial. It's just so non-crucial to your everyday life. It's one of those things you're just doing to progress. You're not doing it to, I don't know. It's not a necessity the same way that other things are in life. And when you have other priorities and you're really busy, it makes it difficult. So what the past couple weeks has been is me kind of like forcing myself to go run, forcing myself through these workouts. Just showing up and getting it done. I'm just going through the motions to just get out there and put miles on the legs instead of tackling these things with intention, instead of really planning in advance and having all my stuff prepared and having my nutrition dialed in and hydrating properly. All those things have slipped these past couple weeks. But you know what? That's okay because I'm getting the work in. Now that does need to shift because I'm about 2 months out from when I need to peak for race day. And I can be really proud of the fact that I followed through and I've gotten the workouts done that I needed to get done. Because even if every workout isn't perfect, and even if I'm not tackling everything with intention the way that I want, where I'm excited about what I'm doing and excited about training all the time, it's like the reality is you're not always going to be. And if you have to be feeling that way in order to train, then you've already failed, right? You're not going to make it work. So the lesson in that is to always follow through even when things aren't perfect. Because that's one thing that I'll tell you that I will do and that I have been doing and I will continue to do is I will not miss the things that I make a true priority. And I'm running on 4.5 hours of sleep, got up, hit the treadmill, and ran for 2.5 hours. Did it suck? Yeah. But it's like, it sucks more crossing the finish line in 2 months, not hitting my goal time. Was it nice to be able to look at the ocean and watch the waves crash and the rain fall a bit during the run? Yeah. Did I watch some good trainings and YouTube videos? Yeah. Did I listen to good music? Yeah. But I tell you what, I'd rather be sitting right here for the past 2.5 hours sipping pina coladas. Gatorade will do for now though. So, time to chill, off to the airport, back home we go. It's another week in the books. If you want to keep following along on the journey, subscribe and we'll keep the content coming. Long Beach,